Okay, so I'm going to show you how to take a black and white photo that has no color in it and color it. First you start by choosing the color you want, and since the shirt she's wearing is a hot pink shirt, that's the color I'm going to choose. So I have the color that I want. Now I need to make a new layer, which for Photoshop users is Control-Shift-N. It's just a blank layer. There's nothing on it except the paint that I'm putting on it. So you take your new layer and the color that you want, and you color on top of everything you want to be that color. In this case, I'm going to color her whole shirt. And actually I'm going to color her skirt too, because it was also pretty much the same color pink. So there, that's done. And now I go over here to layer properties and put it to color. And since it's really vibrant, I'm going to tone it down a little bit. There. Now her shirt is colored. So then you take an eraser and you erase everything that you didn't mean to color. Everything extra that got colored with it. And then do her skin and her hair, which can be really tricky finding the right colors for skin and hair. I'll warn you ahead of time, it's really tricky. But I absolutely love this technique because you can take really old-fashioned photos and color to them, or you can take new photos and make them look old-fashioned. Put a little bit of rosiness into the cheeks like I used to with the older photos, or whatever you feel like doing. There. Now I'm just going to lighten up some of the parts of our skirt because it's camo, and I want you to really be able to tell that it's camo. And I do that just by selecting the color and then duplicating that, or copy paste. And then lightening it up. And then fixing the parts that you didn't mean to lighten. Also, I'm going to warn you now. You'll have to excuse me if I stop talking for a second. It's probably because I am having some honey because my throat tickles quite a bit and I don't want to cough in your ear. So there, her shirt and her skirt are colored, and I'm going to do her face and her hair. So I make some new layers. First I'll try her face, and I'll try that color for her skin, and go to paintbrush and paint her skin. If it ends up that you chose a wrong color and it doesn't look right, you can always change the color afterwards because it's just paint on a layer all by itself until you add it to your layer. So, like, that's very orangey. Well, I guess it's not that bad. But I'm going to take some saturation away there. And now I'm going to erase parts that I don't want colored, like her hair. Where her hair is somewhat thin and her skin shows through, I want to keep that skin there. And I also want to erase it out of the whites of her eyes. Well, really her whole eye, because obviously it doesn't need to be peach colored. And her teeth, maybe? I'll have to color the inside of her mouth a different color, and that's and now I'm going to erase a little bit of her hair. There, you can still see the color just a little bit. And now I'm going to color her hair. Okay. Go with a dark orange, I think. And sure I'm on the right layer because I don't want to color on the same layer as her skin. And color her hair, because she's a little bit of a redhead. There. And now change it to color. And make it a little more see-through. And then take my eraser, and this flow is very important if you're erasing around hair, because it makes it so that you can keep the color in these little wisps of hair without accidentally erasing the color out of it. Yeah. And I'm going to add just a little bit of red to her lips and the inside of her mouth. And hopefully this works the way I'm hoping it'll work. Oops. Brush. Okay, and color. And then turn down the saturation. There, and there. You can see just a slight difference, but that's good for cheeks and things like that, so. And I can make it more visible if I want to. There, and I'll also add a little bit of blue to her eyes, even though really her eyes are almost white. They're so light, but for the sake of the I will add some blue. Okay, and there. Just a little hint of blue. Yeah, and then you can just continue doing that. You know, smaller areas like her leg and her hands, and maybe funny places that I'm not going to show you right now because, quite frankly, it's too in-depth and I don't feel like getting into it. And then I'll merge everything together and take the burn tool because she has more red on her hairline than she does anywhere else. So there. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's the tutorial on how to color a black and white photo. And you can do the whole photo that way. So have fun with that if you do photo editing, and if not, I hope you at least enjoyed it.